This year, I decided I'm gonna try to get out the woods a little bit more. You guys know how life is. You know, it's busy. There's always stuff going on. We just got a nice, fresh 8 inches of snow out here. So I dug out some old Roycroft style snow skis, a la Morris Kohansky, a la Roycroft, right? I'm gonna mess around with these a little bit. I also decided, just for fun, to throw on the Roycroft pack frame, and I got some goodies in there. Gonna go set up a shelter. We talk about setting up a shelter with dead men in the snow. Could build a fire. I got a packet gourmet meal I'm gonna eat. Just maybe have a little bit of fun. Who knows? That'd be nice for a change, right? So you can see we got these puppies put on here. I'm just using 1-inch tubular webbing on this. I know you can use lamp wicking and some other stuff like that, but just for fun. Mine need a little bit more of a upturn on them. I think I'm going to soak them in, see how that one digs a lot? I think I'm going to soak them in a bucket of water and see if I can bend them up a little bit. Anyway, it's fun just to mess around with them. I'm not going to break any land speed records, that's for sure. Start heading over there to the camp. On we go. Since most people are like me, they like gear, we'll talk about what I brought out today to mess around with. All right, start off with my Roycroft pack, available for $0. So I got a little snow shovel on here, and I want to say this is just one of those cheap plastic emergency shovels that you can get like at Walmart or Target or something like that. So pretty easy peasy there. The rope on here is braided 550 cord that I use to tie my bundle onto here. Story about this is actually the piece that I made when I was going through survival instructor school. So we had to actually make this stuff, and I made this. So it's kind of got a little bit of history. So we'll try not to lose it when we're out here, otherwise we'll be out here looking for it in spring thaw. Bundle that up a minute. Put that over here with the other pile of sticks, right? Alright, inside here, this container is a signal sack. So it's got a bazillion different uses, you know, just anything you can put your mind to it, but the main thing is it's got a little bit of camouflage, and it's got blaze orange on the other side. So the cool thing about that, right, is you can use it to make a cache, or if you want to signal, you can do that. You can see how well it shows up in the snow. I have a Kipru Lost Parka in here, in case I get chilly willy, which I doubt I will because I'm going to be doing a lot of work. A kneeling pad, which I'm going to pull out right now from Lester River Bushcraft. I'm actually going to kneel on one part and then use the other to put gear on. Try to keep stuff up out of the snow, you know, the old Colder principle type things. Water and a heavy cover canteen. I've got a shelter kit. In here is a Core Temp poncho, and we're going to do a poncho shelter on here with a ridge line, and I've got some bright orange guy outlines that we're going to dig this out and put up a shelter using dead men. Sport, because I'm going to eat. This is a Tokes pot, if I believe right, this is the 1100. We'll see how it works. It's got a handle. I also have bales on it, but I took them off. I got some coffee in here and another small cup. So I'm going to do that to heat up the water for my packet gourmet. And This is tortilla soup. Never had it before. We're gonna give it a shot. Everything else I've ate from these guys has been phenomenal. Just great chow. So anyway, we'll give that a shot. And I brought my silky. I think this one's the big boy. And I'm really starting to like this saw a lot. I will tell you this though, if you're not used to using a saw a lot, I've seen a lot of people break these. The blades are really hard, very tempered, very hard. I've got a couple little tweaks in mine. I was able to straighten it out okay, but if you flex these too much, they will break. So anyway, just a word to the wise. What else do I got here? Anything? Oh yeah, and a fat rope stick to get some fire going. So that's basically it. I'm going to start by just shoveling this out. I don't think that's really video worthy. So I'm just going to dig this out, and then I'll kind of show you how I lay it out once we get it dug out. Alright, so you can see kind of how we got it laid out. This would be where my ridge pole is going to go, or not my ridge pole, my ridge line is going to go. Alright, I'm going to have snow banked up back behind me. I'll have an area for a fire right here, and that's where we'll do a little bit of cooking. And we'll get this baby set up. So to start with, we're going to set out the ridge line. So first things first is I have my ridge line here. This is about 30 foot of a 950 pound test cord, Technora. It's set up so it's rapid deployment, right? All I do is pull it out. I want to go about that high. I want to make sure that my prusiks are all the way over here. Those are going to be important later. That's what I'm going to hook my tarp onto, my poncho, okay? So from there, it's wound in a figure 8, so it just comes undone, and I'm going to take it over, secure it to the other side of the tree. So I've got it secured over there. I just tied it off with a taut line hitch, okay? But these prusiks are kind of key in here. These are 400 pound test Technora. This is 900 pound test Technora. Not much stretch in it at all. Alright, I've got my tie out lines. I'm going to put those in my pocket. My poncho. I always want to make sure when I'm using a poncho that the hood is closed. Alright, for these types I just pull that tight. Wrap all the string around. We did this in the military too. And then just go underneath itself once and a half hitch. Makes it easy if you have to get it undone. Alright. From here, I got my pile of snow set up here. That's kind of where I'm going to do one of my anchors. So I want to make sure that when I take my S-beaner and I clip it into the tab, kind of line it up a little bit. Perfecto. Alright, now I'm going to go down the other side and do the same thing and tighten it up. So I spread this out. I found my middle tab again. I'm going to find my S-beaner. Clip that to the tab. I'm going to tighten up my prusik cord. Alright, so I measure this out. Boom. I should be able to go right in. I think I might move it a little bit more that way. So I'm going to move my whole tarp. I'm going to loosen up this prusik a little bit. Move down here just a smidge. Alright, so now I should be able to put my tie outs on my corner tab. So I've got my orange tie outs. All I'm going to do, they've got 2 fixed loops on each side, or 1 on each side, making a total of 2. Alright, I'm going to put fixed loop through, Now it's tied off. I want to kind of measure out where I'm going to want this. I'm going to make another fixed loop. These are about a 12-inch piece of wood here, okay? Because I got this pretty high, I want to wrap it around there. From here, I'll lay that in there. Put more snow on it. Step down on it, alright, and I should be good to go. I'm going to do that to all four corners, and we should have it set up and ready to roll. So you can see this is a pretty quick, down and dirty little setup. Move snow away to have a fire in front of our shelter. Use dead men using the snow, 550 cord. Once we get the fire going, if you have snowshoes, you always want to keep your snowshoes, sleds, anything like that, back away from the fire, obviously. If they get warm and you go to use them again, they'll ice up immediately. So you don't want that. You always want to keep those back away. We're keeping up all of our stuff dry. We've got our gear up off the ground. We got our shelter up. So the next thing we're going to do is go ahead and start a fire. I'm going to start that probably about one step away from my shelter. So right in this area. I could do it a little bit farther. I don't plan on making a long fire. I'm just going to make a small cooking fire. So I don't want to damage any of my gear with my fire either. So we're going to go out and get a nice platform to get our stuff put down on. If you guys want to see that, I've done a bazillion videos on starting fires. I will show you this fat rope stick here and the new Bushcraft USA knife. And from there, we'll see where we go. So I went and got some wood. I'm going to do a split wood stick fire, right? So I'm not going to do just split wood. I will do some smaller stuff, do some shavings, do some battening, that's batoning. I got a place to keep my knees up off the ground. I got my signal sack here. I'm going to be using that for my fire prep to keep it up off the snow. I got a nice platform right here for my fire, so my coal base doesn't have to heat the snow up. It'll get it nice and warm, keep all that heat coming up, and from here we're just going to start doing some prep. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time videotaping prep, but you know, some of you guys like it, some don't. But if you guys have ever watched any of my videos, you kind of know the premise for this stuff, right? It's crappy out, it's rainy, it's snowy, whatever it is, and from here we want to be able to split down our wood. In a nice dry kindling. I'm even going to make up some shavings with this baby. Maybe. Right, so get myself a nice hat full of those. The nice thing about this knife too, if you want to really wallop on it, it's got an exposed tang, so you're not beating on the handle, which is nice. But just try your best to keep your stuff up off the ground, you know, have a little fun. That's kind of what my whole thing out here today was to do, was just to have a little bit of fun. I didn't really have an ulterior motive. Like I said, you know, 2019, try to make this a little bit more fun year. Try to. Been fighting some injuries from work, but hopefully we can get those all reconciled and good to go. Keep working out. Keep pushing forward. Alright, let's see what we can do with this one here. This might be a little interesting. She got a knot down on the end of her. This is something fun too, I think, just to get out and beat on your tools a little bit. You're gonna have to beat on them like you're mad at them. Oh, look at that. You got a twist to her. Be fighting that twist all day long. Might be able to get a few shavings out of it though. Might not be able to. Yeah, you can see how it just wants to curve. Wants to peel the knife right off of there. That don't mean we can't get some good usable stuff on here. I don't want to bust up my base too much. Alright, from here we're just going to lay out some more of this wood, get it broken up. Probably use this for my bigger fuel, but you can see, you know, it's fun just to come out and beat on stuff, at least for me. So we'll give this, the new and improved fat rope stick, a shot here. It's got cardboard on it. Looks a little fluffier. Looks like that cardboard might have some stuff in it. We'll see what she does. So ignition today. We'll do some storm-proof matches. Right, notice how I got this tied off here, right? Primary source of fire, we don't really want to lose that. I know it happened to a very popular person one time, but we won't mention any names because that would be rude. Alright, so I've got all my prep all laid out here. I'm all ready to go. I'll go ahead and strike my match. These things are great, by the way. We'll put her right down in there. Got myself a nice little brace. Heat, fuel, and oxygen, right? That's what we're looking for here. Ah, yes. Nice little bit of shavings on there. We'll go to our next stage right away because I got a feeling that's going to burn right through. Oh, look at that. Oh, yes. It's very nice. It's very nice. From here, I'll just start laying it out. Get my pot on. Get some agua heating up. I got some coffee. It's gonna be great. All I've got left to do is pour some hot water in my tortilla soup here, let her sit for a little bit and eat it. Thanks for coming out and hanging out with me today. I know it's been a long time since I've done this, and I'm not going to promise that I'm going to continue to make videos on a regular basis because it's probably just not going to happen. But when it strikes me, I'll have to go ahead and give her a shot. Thanks for those guys of you that supported me all these years. You know, gosh, I want to say it's been 8-9 years now since I've been doing the YouTube thing. It's been a lot of fun. A lot of funny comments, got a lot of good laughs out of it, that's for sure, if nothing else. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with me. And, oh, that was close. There we go. Thanks for hanging out with me, and we'll see you next time.